Hi there, welcome to Shopcast number 38. This one is a mishmash of things because I don't have one particular yarn to feature and I just have a bunch of cool stuff that's come into the shop that I want to show you. But first, finished object showing off. This is crochet. And how often do you see me actually crochet things? But once in a blue moon. This is 2 balls of our new fantastically bulky Noro Hitsuji. It is $17.95 per ball. It's 100% wool. I used a 15mm, yes, crochet hook from Hiya Hiya. They are $3.95, and this took me 2 shifts. And it wasn't even 2 full shifts. It's like, when I'm helping you and I'm crocheting a couple rows and then I'm helping someone else and I'm crocheting and I'm pressing the button on the electric ball winder, which continues to be awesome. And it was pretty fast. So super, super, super easy. Chain 10 and then do single crochet 10 stitches every single row. I had to baby the join a little tiny bit because it was going from ending in gray and then suddenly a very, very bright green. So I pulled out some of the bright green. I found the point where this khaki was turning back into gray and I restarted there. And then I added the bright green back down at the end where it was already turning green, and it worked fantastically. It hasn't been blocked yet, which is why it's doing a little bit of a twist, twist, twist. And on me, being 5'10", but you knew that. You knew I'm tall. This comes down to my knees on both sides, and it's fantastic. And if I wanted to do the whole multiple loop around and loop around again, it still has a fair amount of leftovers to tuck into a coat and still be huge and cozy up here. If I wanted to do that oh-so styling thing where you take a scarf and fold it in half and put the ends through the loop, there is a ton of flap left over, and now that is huge, and it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to leave this on while I show you the rest of the things that I have to show you. Number 1, new. Nope, that way. There we go. Astrosatchel. This is a local designer. Jana has been making fantastic vinyl bags, and particularly messenger bags, but she's been branching out into other styles. So if you go to her website, astrosatchel.com, I'll have the link at the end, and just get familiar with her bags if you're not already. And then go walking down the street anywhere in one of Vancouver's main kind of busy pedestrian areas. You can spot the Astrosatchel bag. I have one bag and a wallet and a little gadgety pouch, and I think I have something else too. I really like her work, and so I suggested her bags to Francesca as knitting bags, and they got together and did a little discussion, and we have a Astrosatchel knitting bag. Okay, totally. Oh, there we go. Now you can see pockets. Pockets. And they are dark and black, but there are 6. Nope. There's 2 huge pockets on one side and 3 smaller pockets on the other side. It is super easy care vinyl. It has snaps, so if you need it to be huge, it can be huge. If you need it to be smaller, you can snap in the outside edges. And if you need it to keep all your stuff firmly in place, you can do the center snap as well. And it has some really nice reinforcing on the straps. That is twill tape that'll keep it nice and firm. And it settles in very nicely if you are aware of shoulder bags. And it goes with a hot pink of my scarf. Isn't that amazing? I totally planned that. Totally didn't plan that. Other cool thing is it has these little, maybe I'll show you where there isn't a price tag. It has these little gaps. And what you can do is you can personalize your bag by, say, tying a lovely scarf of Kid Silkes in place. Or if you have some lovely scarves in your own collection, you can just tie your own scarf through. It's kind of very, I want to say Grace Kelly. If Grace Kelly never did that, forgive me, but that's who I'm picturing. The person who would elegantly tie a Hermes scarf around her Coach bag. Yeah, totally glamorous like that, but only $130 per bag, so way cheaper. Very exciting. Okay, we have pink, we have black, we have brown, we have gray, and I have navy. And right now, this is all we have. We hopefully do have another set coming in, including the teal. That was the first thing out the window because it's such a beautiful teal. It just got snapped up right away. So We are expecting a new shipment, but come in quickly if you do want to pick some of these up. And in the same vein, right behind me over here, we have a new order of MacAuslands blankets. And we've had this color before. This is the kind of greeny and teal plaid, but new is this really gorgeous that's not doing justice to the color. It sort of is there before it turns gray. So that little flash of red, it's more of a really warm red and brownish burgundy with it almost winds up being kind of peach in the other lines. And this one is kind of cool. I'm sure it's going to show up as gray, yeah, but some of the stripes are actually done with navy, so they're really warm gray, and then there's the cool gray, and then there's kind of the yellowy, creamy, natural color inside. So that is a wonderful kind of neutral, but with just a little tiny bit of interest to it. And purple. This is pretty true to color. It is a really nice warm bluey purple. And these are mostly, I want to say doubles. We do have some that are throw size as well. We do have some cream with just dark gray stripes on them. And we actually have a ton of the plaids, but pretty much every time these get into the store, people walk by, see them in the window, and then buy them. And we're down within a week to what we had, which was 0. So if you want blankets for the winter, come in. They range between probably just under 100 for the smaller throw size, and then the double size will be in the area of, I think, 130-ish, like maybe 125, 130, somewhere in there. And they're cool. Okay, last new and exciting thing. Now these are so new that they haven't actually been priced yet, so I can't tell you all the goods, but a first book of knitting for children and knitting for children. I am not going to try and pronounce Bonnie and Jill's last names, but Francesca was telling me that they're actually local teachers. They had these published through a company in London, but they are local Montessori teachers, and these books are really cool. So, happy pictures and flip, 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 flip. There we go. So photos of things, and they also have rhymes. In through the front door, dance around the back, peek through the window, and on jumps Jack. My one complaint is that they specifically teach one particular method of holding your needles just like this, casting on just like this, knitting just like this. So if you already cast on that way and you're using this to teach a child to cast on, awesome. If you are someone who's trying to teach yourself or kind of refresh your memory and you've got any sort of background of your grandmother teaching you, if you're familiar with a different teaching method and this goes down a different path, it's a little rough. I like to work with whatever a student comes to me with. Like if they hold the yarn in their left hand and do a weird kind of hooky, throwy, loopy-doo thing, totally cool. I will look at it and go, okay, that's fine. Your stitches are going on the needle backwards, so you just need to adjust this. Or you need to treat it like that when you do decreases later on. Anyway, so that's the only downside. For if you are starting out yourself, you're completely fresh, you've never done this before, and you do well with books and diagrams and descriptions and rhymes, these are the books for you. If you want something that you can work through with your kids, these are also really cool books. What the second book has, it goes into increases and decreases in shaping, and it has a lot of toys and things that kids can make for themselves, close-up frogs, and all these really neat things. Because they're Montessori based, there is a whole kind of background of Montessori dolls. I am not deeply familiar with Montessori, but I know that there have been so many people coming in talking about these dolls that there's obviously something very special going on. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I'll actually have to go and look it up a little bit more because I'm intrigued. Kind of fascinating stuff. Okay, other things you need to know. We have been adding new beginners classes. There have been so many people hoping to learn how to knit scarves before Christmas that I'm going to be teaching a beginners class. Not this Friday, the 25th, but starting December 2nd. As of now, there are 4 spots still open in that. It's going to be, I think, from 7 till 9 on Friday nights, just 3 Fridays to get it tucked in before Christmas vacation. And we will be doing scarves, and if people want to jump in and be adventurous, we might even start hats. But there's still space in our January and February beginners classes. If you're trying to get stuff done before the holidays, do feel free to get in touch with me. I'm doing lots of private lessons these days and have good availability. If you need help with a particular project, take a look at our Knitters Helpline classes, and there's one that's going to be running on Monday nights with me just through the first little bit of December that has space. Not sure if Mandy's Thursday nights has space or not, but it might. And you can see the rest of our class offerings on the website at 3bagsfull.ca. I think, yeah, that's all I had for today. Okay, we'll leave it there. I hope you have a fantastic week of fall knitting in this lovely weather, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.